My name is Mr. Tony Akure. I'm here to talk about the StarTime Solar experience that was recently installed to the present facility I manage. We've had some issues when it comes to powering the facility. We made a contact with the StarTimes company, and on the long run, we're able to get into partnership with them, where they formally installed the current inverter machine. The installation of this very inverter gave us a cut in our cost implications when it comes to the usage in power, both in PHCN and also the diesel purchase to our generator.
Hotels abound everywhere, but when you're looking for a cozy, comfortable, luxury, and environment that will take you to the zenith of your expectations, A&T Residential Hotels is the place. The rooms are designed to be your home away from home. We have services, both bar, room, and kitchen are all 24 hours. We have an Olympic-sized swimming pool and our gym to keep your body fit. Our staff are excellent as they welcome you with royalty. Come shake your body as our nightclub opens every Friday with Asu Barbecue. Asuya joints available all day. We have a hall capacity of about 1,500 for your occasions. Welcome to A&T Presidential Hotels, Kilometer 5, Ilesha, Owo Expressway, Akure, Ondo State. Telephone 081-4633-5949 and 070-1222-6282. A&T Presidential Hotels, comfort and class redefined.
Ondo State is 50, a land blessed by God, peopled by resourceful and intelligent men and women. Created in February 1976, the state has come a long way. Great leaders have captained the ship, and it has pleased God to put a man with great grace, destined to massively impact the state as captain at this crucial time. His Excellency, Dr. Lucky Orimisan Ayedatiwa. The government and people are excited about a state blessed with resources so abundant to ensure that the people keep enjoying ease. Join the Sunshine State at 50 to praise God as we celebrate a milestone defined by achievements even greater than envisaged by the founding fathers who worked and prayed tirelessly for a state that will lead development of the nation on all fronts. May the next 50 years be defined by unprecedented development. Dr. Taiwo Fashoroti, Secretary to Ondo State Government and Chairman 50th Anniversary Planning Committee, announcer.
On the news tonight, FEMA rehabilitates major connecting federal roads in Ondo State. Interior Defense Ministry strengthening collaboration on national security. Good evening and thanks for joining us on Nta Akure News at 7. I am Abiola Ario. The Federal Roads Maintenance Agency FEMA Ondo State has rehabilitated some failed portions of federal roads along the Owo, Ikare, Arigidi to Ekiti State border under its Operation Connect Your Destination 3.0 initiative. According to the Federal Roads Maintenance Engineer in Ondo State, Abioshun Atoyebi, the intervention is aimed at ensuring safer highways for road users, especially during and after the festive period. Abdulkarim Ahmed reports.
Operation Connect Your Destination 3.0, an initiative of the Managing Director of FEMA, Chukwuemeka Agbasi, is designed to improve road safety and enhance smooth travel across major federal highways. As part of the exercise, FEMA undertook the reinstatement of damaged carriageways and patching of potholes along the Owo, Ikare, Arigidi, Ekiti State border road. The Federal Road Maintenance Engineer in Ondo State, Abioshun Atoyebi, explained that the repairs are intended to reduce travel time, improve safety on the roads for motorists, minimize wear and tear of vehicles, and long-term road maintenance costs.
We fixed some potholes and failed sections along this area. We've covered about 600 to 700 square meters of pothole, and the failure covered is about 200 meters length.
Some motorists who spoke with Nta Akure expressed appreciation for the intervention, noting that the road has become safer with fewer accidents recorded since the repairs.
Yes, the road is so very good. It's so very good, small. No any incidents like accidents again that is happening here.
If it continues to do more better than this one, it's really okay. But they try, because day before like this.
FEMA says repair works will continue on other failed road sections and potholes across major connecting federal roads within the state. In Akure, Abdulkarim Ahmed, NTA News.
The National Economic Council has resolved to deepen engagement with stakeholders to boost non-oil revenue in line with the federal government economic blueprints. The council, at its meeting in 2026, also approved the constitution of a committee on the implementation of the President's directive on the actualization of legacy projects. State House correspondent Abdurrahman Jubillah reports.
Chairman of the Council, Vice President Kashim Shettima, called for accelerated transition from oil to non-oil economy through competitive manufacturing, export diversification, and private sector investment.
There's a structural shift underway that deserves recognition. The non-oil economy has emerged as the backbone of our growth story. Today, it accounts for about 96% of GDP and is expanding at roughly 4%. Services, agriculture, and other non-oil sectors are increasingly carrying the weight of the economy. More importantly, non-oil revenues now contribute nearly 3/4 of total government collections. This marks a significant, if gradual, departure from our historic dependence on volatile oil receipts.
The Legacy Projects Committee is chaired by Governor of Cross River State, while governors of Sokoto, Gombe, Niger, Abia, and Lagos are members, with ministers of Works, Transportation, and Permanent Secretary Budget and Economic Planning will serve as secretary.
To help with the issues arising from legacy projects and transformational projects in the Renewed Hope agenda, as well as projects that require cooperation between the different tiers of government, particularly land issues.
NEC also received a presentation on the economic priorities for 2026 by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, highlighting key reforms implemented by the Tinubu administration, including targeted programs that have removed distortions in the system, stabilized the economy, and put Nigeria on the path of sustained recovery and prosperity.
Hasn't happened in the last few years. The key priorities, according to that presentation, have to do with maintaining Nigeria's economic competitiveness through sound governance, improved availability and affordability of food, very critical, ensuring human capital development with improved social protection.
The presentation also reflected the country's current global recognition, which is reinforcing investor confidence in the economy, projected to grow at 4.68% in 2026. Council lauded the proposed World Bank Group Country Partnership Framework consultations, which among other expects to invest in young Nigerians, thereby delivering early results for Nigeria's children and the future of work.
How they intend to engage with Nigeria over the next 10 years, and he highlighted human capital development, resilience, and of particular note, early child. He indicated that their current portfolio of $17 billion, they will do more.
Also, the Council received update on Nigeria's tax reform laws presented by Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reform Committee. Council resolved to take a more robust engagement on the new tax regime at its forthcoming conference in February. From the State House, Abraham Jibrila, NTA News.
The Ministries of Interior and Defense have agreed to strengthen collaboration to address Nigeria's evolving security challenges. In a statement, the head of press and public relations at the Ministry of Interior, Mary Ali, says the agreement was reached in Abuja during a courtesy visit by the Minister of Defense, Christopher Musa, to the ministry. The Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, stressed that national security depends on intelligence, internal security, and defense working in synergy, warning against rivalry among security institutions. He identified border security and the protection of critical national assets as key areas requiring closer cooperation. The Defense Minister described the two ministries as partners in national security, noting that modern threats such as terrorism and cross-border crimes continue to blur the lines between internal and external security. Both ministers agreed on stronger intelligence sharing, joint operations, and the activation of an interministerial technical committee to institutionalize cooperation. The statement adds that both ministers expressed confidence that sustained collaboration will enhance national security and improve public safety across the country. You're still watching Nta Akure News at 7. We shall be back after this break. Please stay with us. You're welcome back. You can also watch us on our social media handles on Facebook and YouTube at Nta Akure. The increasing incidence of alcohol consumption among underage youths has become a growing concern across many parts of the country. Experts warn that the trend poses significant risks to the health, development, and future prospects of young people, with broader implications for society at large. Helen Ndobesi reports.
Alcohol consumption, once mainly associated with adults, is increasingly becoming common among underage youths. Research shows that in some neighborhoods, teenagers have easy access to alcohol, often without proper age verification by vendors.
Some parents do drink or do send their child to buy alcohol for them. So due to that, they will be influenced or pushed to taste from it, or sometimes buy, due to the fact that they already know where they sell it or they are exposed to it already. So we also have the ones that they sell in sachet, that these children have access to very easily, that they can just, with little change, they can get there and buy it and they drink it, and it's very toxic to them.
People even hustle, like they hustle for for money and just find all means, because I've seen a lot of young guys that work for us where we work, and after they stress themselves working, they will use the money to go and buy alcohol. And when you ask them, why are you taking this, they say it makes them feel high and alive.
Stakeholders warn that unchecked alcohol use at an early age can result in long-term health, social, and behavioral challenges.
For an underage to be taking an alcohol is an aberration. It's totally unacceptable in the society, and it should be curbed. It's like abusing drug by underage. We have many agencies that normally come here to educate the students. Apart from teaching them academically, we also teach them too morally.
Individual home has a lot of work to do in terms of their parents have something to do. They are checking them. They are still teenagers. They should not be prone to some societal clubbing. In form of going to club, meeting their friends, they could be influenced. Let them know that this alcohol can cause a lot of damage to their health and even to their future. And anyone that involved in this is even punishable under the law.
Amid rising concerns, experts are also calling for coordinated action by parents, schools, communities, and government authorities to protect the future of the nation's youth. In Akure, Helen Ndobesi, NTA News.
And on business news, tax reform to protect low-income Nigerians, as European Union officially removed Nigeria from its list of high-risk jurisdiction for money laundering and terrorism financing. Let's join Oluwakemi Ademola for this and more.
The chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, Taiwo Oye, has clarified that small-scale investors in the capital market are fully exempted from paying capital gains tax, while the 2026 tax reform law is aimed at protecting low-income earners and increasing disposable income. Oyedele made the disclosure at an event in Abuja where he addressed concerns and misconceptions surrounding the new tax regime. According to him, the law provides automatic capital gain tax exemptions for individuals whose total proceeds from asset disposal do not exceed 150 million naira, provided the gain is no more than 10 million within 12 months. In another development, the European Union has officially removed Nigeria from its list of high-risk jurisdictions for money laundering and terrorism financing, a decision expected to ease cross-border transactions and improve investor confidence. The update was published on the European Commission's website and follows Nigeria's removal from the Financial Action Task Force grey list in 2025, following a series of anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing reforms. In Akure, Oluwakemi Ademola, NTA News.
Up next are sports news.
Ahead of the third-place march, the Super Eagles of Nigeria are preparing for the battle against Pharaohs of Egypt. The players and coaching crew are putting finishing touches to the strategies. Fixtures for these weekend matches in the Nigerian Premier League show that Bendel Insurance will host El Kanemi Warriors of Maiduguri. Abia Warriors will be the guest of Kano Pillars, while Rivers United will entertain Remo Stars, among other matches. In the English Premier League, Chelsea will square up with hard-fighting Brentford. In London, struggling Manchester United will be hosting Manchester City at Old Trafford, while table topper Arsenal will be looking forward to continue with their excellent form both in the league and in other competitions, as they will be the guest of Nottingham Forest. Cade Esports and Game Evolution continue their long-standing strategic partnership to reposition esports as the largest gaming and esports provider in Africa. The two parties, among other stakeholders, converge in Lagos to strategize ahead of the 2026 E-Soccer Pro League Season Division 2, scheduled to commence on the 17th of this month through March 2026. This Pro League will be a roadmap to Cage 26.
20 players in total in this current division, which is Division 2. They play for 7 weeks. Whoever is in the top 8 of the Division 2 will proceed to the Division 1 to meet those top 8 that were there to make 16.
Our goal is to train at least 50,000 gamers every year.
Now to tennis. Emma Raducanu's Australian Open preparations suffer a blow as she was stunned by the world number 204 Tyler Preston at the Hobart International. She will now travel to Melbourne with just one win under her belt after a 6-2, 6-4 quarterfinal defeat by Australia's Preston before the first Grand Slam of the year begins on Sunday. With Sports Update, Enojo Adiku.
And that's our package for this evening. We thank you for watching. Do stand by for Iroi. Good evening.